What's going on, guys? This is RJ from Game News USA, and today I'm going to go over my votes for every category in the Game of the Year awards. I'm going to give my official votes on each and every category and explain why. So if you like this kind of content and you like gaming news in general, please remember to hit the like button, share, and subscribe. Much appreciated, and don't forget to let me know in the comments below your game of the year. And without further ado, let's get into it. Starting with the opening category, which is for the Game of the Year. We have for choices, we have Astrobot, which is what I'm going to pick, because I thought it was the best game this year, the best original release. Yes, I did like Paper Mario, the Thousand Year Door Remastered a little more, but that's a game that came out 20 years ago. It's a remaster. It shouldn't be in there, and it's not. Neither should Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree. Elden Ring came out a couple years ago and won Game of the Year. Its DLC is not a fucking game. It's a DLC. Shouldn't be in here. Balantra is in here. Haven't played it. Black Myth Wukong, haven't played it. Metaphor ReFantazio, that's a game that I am interested in trying. I have not played it. It looks a lot like Persona. I probably wouldn't like it more than Astrobot. And Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is also a game I plan on playing, but I know the issues that it has. To me, this is an easy choice. Astrobot for Game of the Year. Okay. Next category. Best Game Direction. So basically it's the 6 games I just said. I don't know why we have to have 2 different categories that have the exact same games in there. But again, it's Astrobot, Balantra, Black Myth Wukong, Elden Ring Shadow of Erdtree, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and Metaphor ReFantazio. Again, it's the same question, just asked a different way. I'm going to go with Astrobot. Next category. The best narrative. So you got to think like best story, stuff like that. Our options are Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Okay, I don't really like this as a narrative because I didn't like the idea of breaking up Final Fantasy into multiple parts anyway. Next choice, Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth. Like a Dragon, I don't know, I've never really cared too much about its story. Silent Hill 2. I can't, in all good conscience, can't put that as the best narrative, essentially, because we've already seen Silent Hill 2 like 20 years ago. Metaphor ReFantazio. Nah, not quite there on the narrative. I can't believe I actually have to cast this vote. I have to go with Hellblade 2. Hellblade 2, even though I hated the fucking game, Hellblade 2 had the best narrative out of these 5. So shockingly, I vote for Hellblade 2. Next category, the best art direction. A lot of same repeats. We got Astrobot, Black Myth, Elden Ring, Metaphor, and Neva. I mean, I love the fucking graphics in Astrobot. I thought they were phenomenal. So for the third category, we're voting for Astrobot. Next, we have Best Score and Music. Again, many of the same fucking games are in the same category. You have Astrobot, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Metaphor, Silent Hill 2, and Stellar Blade. Again, Astrobot's what I've been playing. Astrobot has fucking good music. Astrobot gets my vote. Right now, they're sweeping this contest. Next, best audio design. Now, here's what's interesting about that. I don't necessarily... Okay, Astrobot's in here. Call of Duty Black Ops 6, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Hellblade 2, and Silent Hill 2. So here's the thing. This is a lot different than music and score. This is like best audio. And honestly, again, I find myself shocked to have to do this. Hellblade 2 had the best audio. So I gotta give it to Hellblade 2. I can't believe it. We've had 6 categories so far. I voted for Astrobot 4 times and Hellblade 2 twice. I don't know how the hell... If you had told me I would have been voting for Hellblade 2 twice in different categories, I would have said you're fucking high on crack. Best performance. So these are actual real actors who play people. You have Brianna White from Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Hannah Tell from Life is Strange Double Exposure. Humbly Gonzalez from Star Wars Outlaws. I cannot believe that's even a nominee. Luke Roberts from Silent Hill 2. And Melina Juergens from Hellblade 2. I think the answer here is obvious. I played Life is Strange Double Exposure recently. I played it off stream. Loved it. Thought the acting was great. And so I got to give it up to Hannah Tell for her performance in Life is Strange Double Exposure. That's my vote there. Next up. Innovation and accessibility. Recognizing software and or hardware that is pushing the medium forward by adding features, technology, and content to help games be played and enjoyed by a wider audience. So here are our choices here. We have Call of Duty Black Ops 6. I'm guessing it's for the Omni movement. Diablo 4. Okay, Diablo 4 is definitely not going to win for me because I spent so much time loading and waiting on a server. Fuck that. Dragon Age the Veilguard. Prince of Persia the Lost Crown. I played that way back in January. I'm not sure exactly how it was that innovative. It was just another Metroidvania. And Star Wars Outlaws. This is the impossible category, guys. There is like nothing here that I think deserves this award at all. There is not a damn game in here that deserves an award at all. I'm just going to give it to Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown just to give it some shine. Literally, I wouldn't have put any of these games in this category, though. Okay, games for impact. Our choices are Closer the Distance, Indica, Neva, Life is Strange Double Exposure, Hellblade 2, and Tales of Kenzera. I don't know exactly how much impact these games have in real life, but the only game I played out of these 6 was Life is Strange Double Exposure, and I thought it was a good game, so I'm going to give it the vote here. Next. Best ongoing game. We have Destiny 2, which you guys know I did play Destiny 2. I called it the Dying Days of Destiny 2 stream. And I thought it was ass. Diablo 4, you all know, I think that game was actually ass. Low-key, it was ass. Final Fantasy 14. You know, I don't know. I might pick that. Fortnite. That'll probably win because Fortnite wins everything. And Helldivers 2. Guys, I just think that objectively looking at it, Fortnite, I have to vote for Fortnite here because it's still the best ongoing game. It still has so many people play it. It's still the most popular free game that pops up when I'm looking for free games to download and play on stream. I still need to play it on stream sometime soon. So I think the answer here, objectively, is just Fortnite. And I don't even like it. Best community support. So this is like the community supporting it. You got Baldur's Gate 3, Final Fantasy 14, Fortnite, Helldivers 2, and No Man's Sky. Again, for the same reasons I just said, this feels like the same thing pretty much. I'm going to have to go with Fortnite. It's always got high community support. Okay, best indie game. This is actually an interesting category here. This is actually interesting. You have Animal Well, Balatro, L'Oreal and Laser Eyes, Neva, and UFO 50. It really comes down to two games for me here. Balatro or Animal Well. And if I have to pick one of those games to play, I feel like Balantro's going to win this category, by the way. But my vote is going to Animal Well. My vote's going to Animal Well. I like those Metroidvania-style games. Best debut indie game. This is very similar to last list. You have Animal Well, Balatro, which I think Balatro would win. Manor Lords, Pacific Drive, and The Plucky Squire. I'm going to give my vote to Animal Well again. Best mobile game. What does this say? AFK Journey, Balatro, Pokemon Trading Card Game, and Zenless Zone Zero. I think I'm going to have to go with Balatro because I do think that game could actually be played on mobile. Next category. The best VR AR game. For the best game experience playable in virtual and augmented reality, irrespective of platform, we have Arizona Sunshine Remake, Asgard's Wrath 2, Batman Arkham Shadow, Metal Hellslinger VR. Metal Hellslinger was not a bad game. And Metro Awakening. I think these options are actually not that bad. I'm not really a VR fan very much. But I think I'm going to have to go with Batman Arkham Shadow. Especially because RGT85 has been talking this game up like it's the second coming of Christ. That alone should get the vote. So yeah, that will work. And then next category. Best action game. We got Black Myth Wukong. Call of Duty Black Ops 6, even though that's a shooter. Helldivers 2. Stellar Blade. And Warhammer Space Marine 2. I'm going to have to go with Stellar Blade because that's the game that seems like it's most like an action game. That's the game that seems like it's a lot like Bayonetta in a way, and I'm actually interested to give that a go at some point on stream. So Stellar Blade with the dub here in this category. Next, best action adventure game. I don't know what the difference is between action game and action adventure game, but we're going to find out. Astrobot, Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown, Silent Hill 2, Star Wars Outlaws, and The Legend of Zelda: Echoes of Wisdom. I'm going to have to go Astrobot. Again, Astrobot is clean sweeping a lot of these categories. Next, best RPG. Dragon's Dogma 2, Elden Ring, Shadow of Erdtree, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth, and Metaphor ReFantazio. I have to trust the Metacritic on this one. Give me Metaphor ReFantazio. Best fighting game. Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, which I had extensive live stream on that was like 5 hours. I fucking enjoyed it. Grand Blue Fantasy vs. Rising. Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection. Interesting to see a collection in there. And it's a good game. Multiverses. I played that. It sucked. And then Tekken 8. Tekken 8 will probably win. It does have the highest Metacritic score of any fighting game. But for my money, I'm putting my vote on Dragon Ball Sparking Zero for the best fighting game. Alright, next up, best family game. Now, I want you to keep in mind what this means. Best family game. Astrobot, which I actually will not pick in this category. It is a single-player game. Family game would imply that multiple people are playing. So it is nice that Astrobot is kind of a family-like game, but it's a single-player game. Princess Peach Showtime. Again, similar to Astrobot for being a single-player game. Same with Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom. None of these are multiplayers. And the Plucky Squire. So the only winner that could possibly be here is Super Mario Party Jamboree. That is the best family game. You could have brothers and sisters playing against each other. Kids and parents. So yeah, Super Mario Party Jamboree gets my vote for best family game. It should win, it probably won't win. Best sim strategy. I don't really like sim strategies. You have Age of Mythology Retold, Frostpunk 2, Kanutsugami Path of Goddess, Manor Lands, and Unicorn Overlord. If I gotta pick one, I gotta go with Unicorn Overlord here. That one's pretty good. Alright. Next category. Best sports/racing game. Which we've done several reviews of these on the channel. F1 24. Nah. EA Sports FC 25. Nah. NBA 2K25. Nah. Top Spin 2K25. Nah. And that leaves WWE 2K24, which I actually had a little bit of fun with, and I actually will vote. It's kind of crazy, though. Where's college football? I love the new college football game. How is that not in this category? But I'll pick WWE then. Next up, best multiplayer game. So our options here are Call of Duty Black Ops 6, which everybody seems to love. Helldivers 2, which a lot of people seem to love at launch. Super Mario Party Jamboree, which is really great for co-op or local multiplayer. Tekken 8. And Warhammer 40,000 Space Marine 2. Feel like Black Ops 6 will win this category, but I'm throwing my vote behind Super Mario Party Jamboree. Again, I wish I had people I would play this with, or else I actually would play this. But love Mario Party. Best adaptation. So this is like a TV show that's been adapted from a video game. Let's talk about it. So Arcane. Whatever. Fallout. That was decent. Knuckles. Okay. Like a Dragon Yakuza. That kind of got shat on. And then Tomb Raider, The Legend of Lara Croft also got shat on a little bit. The vote here is Fallout. Fallout's going to win. Next up, most anticipated game for 2025. Ooh boy, there's some interesting picks here. Death Stranding 2 on the beach. I don't give a flying feck about Death Stranding. Ghost of Yotai, which actually looks pretty good. Grand Theft Auto 6, which is going to win the category, by the way. And I almost would pick that, except I'm going to go with Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, because I love Metroid Prime, and I'm going to give it some love with the vote here. The other game was Monster Hunter Wilds, but Metroid Prime 4 Beyond will get my vote. Grand Theft Auto 6 will win this vote, though. Content Creator of the Year. For a streamer or content creator who has made a positive impact on the community in 2024, I was really hoping we would see Boogie2988 in here. What, don't you? Like he won in like 2016. You know what? I don't know any of these motherfuckers. Casio, Elijah Wan, Techno Gamers, Typical Gamer, Yasuda Paroka. Who the f*** is these people? There's only, out of these 5 people, there's one that has like an anime avatar, and that's who I'm going to vote for. Just because. Fuck it. I'd like to see the anime avatar go on stage and receive the award. Best esports game. For the game that delivered the best overall esports experience to players, inclusive of tournaments, community support, and content updates, irrespective of genre or platform. We got Counter-Strike 2, Dota 2, League of Legends. League of Legends and Dota 2 have always been there, man, I swear. Mobile Legends, Bang Bang, and Valorant. Valorant sucks ass. I can't pick that. I'm not picking Mobile Legends, Bang Bang. So it comes down to Counter-Strike 2, Dota 2, or League of Legends. Give me Counter-Strike 2. I guess. Best esports athlete. I'm not even going to go over them. I'm just going to pick one that's a bunch of Asian dudes on the screen. So, I'm going to just pick somebody. Hope you win. Alright, next up, best esports team. Again, I don't know any of this stuff. I don't know why anybody gives a fuck. It's a bunch of people on the screen. Whatever. I picked one and we're moving on. I think that's it. I think we voted on every category. Let's double check and make sure. Yeah, what is that? That's like 10, 15, 20, 25, 29 fucking categories. Well, we voted on all of them. So I think we're done here. I do want to say, if I were to just sum this up, Astrobot's my game of the year. Clearly. You know, it's too bad they don't have a category for remasters and remakes. And it's too bad they don't have a category for DLC specifically. Because I have some issues with some of the games on the list. A lot of repeats, a lot of extra categories that aren't needed. Lots of categories that don't make any sense for the games that are in them. But I voted, I did my due diligence. This was more important than the presidential election. So I really hope Astrobot wins Game of the Year. I really think it deserves it. But I do think that unlike the last few years, this is wide open. And I will definitely be watching to see what happens at the Game of the Year awards this year. Until next time, guys, thank you all for watching. Peace. Have a good one. I'm out.